Now let's see the STA 16-bit address instruction. You know that for this instruction, the first part is STA and the remaining part is 16-bit address. STA, it is opcode. The first part of the instruction is opcode, the remaining part is operand. So 16-bit address is operand. What is the byte of the instruction? You know that this instruction contains 16-bit value. It means it is a 3-byte instruction. You also know that 3-byte instruction means that when this instruction is stored in the memory, it will occupy 3 memory locations, means 3 bytes. Machine cycle we are going to see a bit later. Let's first see the meaning. STA 16-bit address. What it means? It means store data from accumulator to 16-bit address of memory location. So STA 16-bit address means store data from accumulator to memory location, that is 16-bit. Let's see one example. Example is STA 4000H. Before the execution, you can see that in the accumulator some 8-bit data is present, which is 44H. And we are executing this instruction, that is STA 4000H. STA 4000H means store data from accumulator to memory location. Which memory location? 4000H. So when this instruction is executed, the data which is present in the accumulator will be transferred to the 4000H memory location. So in this memory location, the data will be 44H. Now the data is always copied and transferred. So after the execution in the accumulator, the data will remain. A copy of the data will remain. What is the flag of this instruction? So when this instruction is executed, because it is a data transfer instruction, no flags are affected. Now let's see the main part, which is machine cycle. You know that to understand machine cycle, we have to understand each and every process when this instruction is executed. Okay, so when you give STA 4000H in the memory, this instruction will be stored from the starting location. Now this instruction is of 3 byte. You know that when we give this instruction in the memory, 3 memory locations will be occupied. So in the first location, opcode will be stored, that is LDA. In the next address, lower byte value is stored, and in the next address, higher byte value is stored. So you can see that one instruction is stored in the 3 memory locations. Now processor will start doing this process, which is fetch, decode and execute. It will first fetch the opcode. So from the starting location, it will first fetch the opcode. That is known as opcode fetch. Now when opcode fetch is done, this whole instruction is not fetched yet. To fetch the whole instruction, processor has to read these 2 memory locations too. It means after opcode fetch, after fetching the LDA, to read the whole instruction, processor has to perform 2 more machine cycles, which is memory read and memory read. So you can understand that to read this whole instruction, processor has to perform 3 machine cycles, which is opcode fetch, memory read and memory read. So after 3 machine cycles are performed, this whole instruction will be transferred to the microprocessor. After this instruction is transferred, the processor will decode, and after decoding it will execute. Now what is the process is happening during the execution? When the processor is executing this instruction, data which is present in the accumulator, it is transferred to the memory. It means, can we say that data is transferred from the accumulator to memory? It means the processor has performed the memory write operation. It means during the execution, one more machine cycle is performed by the microprocessor, which is memory write. So how many machine cycles? Opcode fetch plus memory read and memory write. Okay, so this is it for this instruction.